You know, it's like I understood this, but do you know what I'm starting to understand? I'm starting to understand that people are really stupid. It's just ironic to me because being autistic, I'm supposed to be the stupid, gullible one, right? Maybe it's because of like my past experiences. Like, I understand that if somebody put all of their time and effort into looking amazing and having the nicest car and having the most money and all of this stuff, they probably are not like humanitarians, right? I'm not saying that to be a humanitarian means you can't have nice things. I'm saying that if your only goal in life is to look perfect every day and drive a certain car, and it's because you want to flex on other people. It's because you want people to know I'm here. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you want people to know I'm here, I made it, I'm better than you, we're different, we're not the same. Those people tend to perform kindness because they're not actually kind, and they know that if they, suppose they're like social media influencers or they're famous, they know that they have to perform kindness to make you feel invested in investing in them. So if I'm like here on TikTok and I want you guys to send me a galaxy, I might have to be nice and be like, oh my God. But as soon as that camera goes off, that's not who I am. I'm not going to buy a $600 outfit and waste it hanging out on the corner. I'm going to go try to hang with the elites. I'm going to go try to hang with people who have money, because that's the approval that I want from those people, not your broke ass. That's what I mean by like the white supremacy mindset, the hierarchy, the capitalistic mindset. You are better than other people based on, you know, what you have, right? And furthermore, I realized that you guys also have the same mindset. Like, you want to, like, if you don't have the actual things, you guys still have developed that type of personality even if you don't have things. You guys would even do it like on a smaller scale. Like, if I have a Tesla and you don't have a Tesla, then you ain't shit. That's the small people trying to mimic the rich people. You would think that the people who have adapted the same ideology would understand that the elites don't give a fuck about you either, because you don't give a fuck about the smaller person either, because y'all think the same. You're just thinking on a smaller scale. You think you're better than somebody if they don't have on a certain pair of shoes. They think that they're better than you because they live in a certain zip code. Like, in the movies, beautiful people are really nice because it's just a nice idea, right? In this real world, beautiful people aren't. Now, I get that. I can't speak for everybody. It's like I'm generalizing. People who are like popular kids at school usually were not nice, right? Because when you're dealing with people, human nature is a motherfucker. Like, when they feel like they're winning or they're not out, they're gonna be like, well, at least I'm winning. That's how people are. This is why I say there's actually not a lot of kind people. There's actually not a lot of people who would talk to you or be your friend if it wasn't beneficial to them in some way. This is why autistic people get a lot of like flack, because autistic people look younger than they really are, and we're really kind, and you know, we play with the kids, and people despise us because they think that we're doing what they're doing. They think that we're performing kindness, and they take it as a direct like challenge to like outshine your fake ass kindness. You know, let me just insert this because I get this comment a lot on YouTube. I don't mean neurodivergent, I mean autistic. There's a difference between the diagnoses, and with autism, I'm thinking of specific traits that annoy people, and neurodivergence doesn't mean kind. And you understand what I want y'all to understand that, because I always get people saying you don't need to say autistic like I'm trying to gatekeep autism. No, autism is by itself over there. Okay, there's a lot of diagnoses, and a lot of people can have comorbidities. You can have a multitude of things, but when you're talking about autism, it's specific to a social deficit, and it's specific to certain behaviors that when I was doing my personal research, I didn't see, you know, childlike behavior and all this other stuff under any other disorder. I'm talking about autism. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I just wanted to be clear. It's exhausting, you know, and this is why the world is going to have to get smart in being able to decipher real kindness versus the performance. This is another way that people on the spectrum, especially autistic people, can help the world, is to decipher the real and the fake. When we talk about this, it's like, I don't think neurotypicals understand that we can see them. And I don't think, it's just like, you know how like I just don't like the argument, like I feel like a boy. If you've never been a boy, you can't feel like a boy. Now, do you want to present as a boy? Yes. But these neurotypicals don't know what it feels like to actually be kind. They just know what it looks like. So they know how to perform it. We know what it feels like and looks like. So because we're kind and we know the ins and outs of it and what you should say and what you should do, we can see it and we're like, oh, that person's not really kind, but the rest of the room is buying it. Like, they're buying this performance that they have to do in order to get your support. But you guys really don't understand when you're experiencing someone who's doing what they have to do to make their money or to you know, protect their image. But people really have bought into the idea that that aesthetic can be kind. And I just don't think that that's realistic. I want you guys to pay attention to the words I'm using. I'm not saying nice. Anyone can be nice. I can be nice. Okay? Not everyone is kind. Do you understand? It takes a depth about you to actually be a kind person. You know, it's something. It's a something that seeps from deep within you. It's like you understand. No way that you can actually be a kind person and selfish at the same time. Because to be kind is to consider others. People who are constantly worried about their image. I just think that you guys understand. It doesn't go hand in hand. So, like, just that. Like, if you guys need a tool to understand what I'm saying and to be able to decipher. You know, it's like narcissism. Once you've dealt with a narcissist, we know now in relationships that if you meet a man, like if you've really dealt with true narcissists, you know, and this is something that I've learned, when you deal with a man and he's coming in telling you he's going to do this and this and everything's moving really fast, that's a telltale sign you're dealing with a narcissist. Because why are we rushing, right? When you're dealing with somebody who is just performing kindness, it doesn't stick. When they're talking to like I could just see it, but when they're talking to somebody, you can, like, they're like, yeah, and they're in the mirror and they're like, yeah, I absolutely agree, and all this, and then they're just over there like, I don't have time for this. Like, you can see it in people's micro aggressions. Like, I can just see it, and it doesn't make them bad people. It just means that they're more self-centered than they are egalitarian or whatever, right? Kindness is not a performance. It's who you are. It is who you are. And this is what I mean when I say super beautiful people. I'm not just saying how you look. It's what you put your time and effort into. It's what you uphold. If you see somebody upholding the material things in life and stuff like that, I just don't think that those can be kind people. That's all I'm saying. It's like this whole conversation with like Mariah Carey and being tone deaf. I'm not saying that she's a mean person. I'm just saying that, do you think like they don't care about you? And this is why you guys send people galaxies and stuff, because you actually believe in their fake ass kindness. I actually respect, there's a lot of people on TikTok who are actually very rude when you go into their like TikToks. They're so rude. They're like, please y'all stop commenting, and they skip comments and stuff like that. But they're really genuinely being themselves. There's people who know how to pander to you. You know what I mean? Those are the same people who, when autistic people like myself come on a job or be around them, they get upset because you're actually kind. Those people actually are the ones that start to bully you, because they either think that your kindness is fake and they're trying to reveal you, or they're mad at you because you're outshining them and their fake ass kindness. But you guys really believe celebrities when they pander to you. I'm seeing that now. I didn't realize that y'all actually had so much hope in them. I didn't realize that y'all actually thought like this is somebody that, you know, I aspire to be like, and they're just so nice. Like, they might be, but I just don't, you know, like if somebody told me Beyonce was a bitch and she was just like really an asshole, I could believe it, you know, because you have to understand that the aesthetic has to match. Oh, you know, this goes into another conversation. My whole life, I've always felt very unattractive, right? And I've been told I was ugly in my earlier life a lot more than I have been now. And I do think I've gone through somewhat of a glow up. I'm not saying that, but I do, because a lot of men try to talk to me now more so than they did. But my insides are still ugly. My insides are still like, I don't expect it, right? So I do get a lot, there's people out there who don't know that they're pretty, right? Or they don't. But then that would show in their personality a lot. You know what I mean? People like celebrities, it only makes sense that they're narcissistic and vain. No? So when I want to take a picture with this celebrity and they push you to the side, are you really surprised? Because I thought that you guys knew that. You know? Yeah, it makes, y'all are literally like Beyonce. We don't have money right now. Why are you putting out? She don't give a fuck. Y'all really buy into fake niceness. You really think that people, if they smile at you, it's like in those movies on the movies when the bully starts being nice to the lame just to get something that they want. Y'all don't know that. That's actually you guys are you surprise me every day.